Tank in place and the easy axis, we can now mark the place where the hole should go. Not too close to the side, so there's enough space to place the fitting.
Hiedalle.
Today's mission: prepare the filter tank connection. Create a hole in the glass of the underflow overflow filter tank to properly connect it via a feed through to the IBCs in the next episode. Try not to crack the glass. Tip: the empty filter tank is easier to move. Okay, let's see. Last time Conrad used the onions, or rather the net, to create a barrier in the inside drain of the IBCs. This time we probably need some kind of drill. To create a hole into the glass of the filter tank, a crowbar would definitely destroy the glass. But the 3D glasses are amazing. I especially like the combo with the shorty. I guess working with glass and a drill needs some sort of proper protection for eyes and ears, so earmuffs and safety goggles. This will do. To drill into the glass, there is a special circular saw bit which is spicked with diamonds on its rim. It looks and feels very similar to the sugar coating on the cocktail glass, and the diamonds sparkle in the sunshine. The diameter of the drill bit should be as close as possible to the diameter of the threads of the piece of pipe which needs to go through the glass. The actual tank feed-through is not here yet, but already ordered via Amazon. The smallest drill bit, which is 35 mm, seems to fit perfectly for today's purpose. But before we use this drill, we need to create a template from wood which holds the diamond drill in place. For this we use a 35 mm Forstner bit, which will drill the hole into the wood we use for the template easily. Let's get to it. Okay, let's clamp down the piece of wood to hold it in place and drill the hole into the template. This bit had its days. Some pieces of its blades are broken off, but the wood for the template is quite soft. You can use any material as template. I actually planned on using some sort of styrofoam, but could not find any in the materials section of our space. We have plenty of wood available here, and the wooden template will work fine anyway. It's just a bit harder to cut, but as long as it sits flush against the glass, it will work. After the hole is cut, we need to ensure a loose fit for the diamond drill in the template by checking if it fits through the hole. It almost fits. It only needs tiny adjustments, and the drill will fit after the hole is widened with one pass with this bit. I will change the bits now to the diamond drill. Although I worked with glass previously, like with cutting it to the right length or assembling it into a regular shaped fish tower, I never tried to drill into glass before, and even if the filter tank glass breaks, we can fix it, but this would take an additional episode and hence additional time. It's best to prevent this from happening by doing a trial drill on some waste glass first. Cracking the filter tank would especially be bad because apart from proper cleaning the tank and also removing it from its current place, the use of aquarium silicone or silicone in general would delay the process, since it takes quite a while for the silicone to be fully cured. Clamping the template on top of the glass here and adding some water as lubricant to its friction will help prevent the glass from cracking and also reduce drilling time. I will start the drilling on the glass with full speed. A slow wiggle helps cutting. I do not use any pressure, just gravity. The hole in the glass looks quite clean, but if you look at the cutout, you can see some X's on its edge which broke off. I think it would be good to clamp another piece of wood from the other side. This would have helped with the template as well. The template wood is also ripped a bit. To test if the hole is big enough, I just check if the thread of the piece of pipe fits through it. And there's a lot more wiggle room than I expected. This will fit nicely, and if there are some larger gaps, they can easily be filled with silicone. We will find out in the next episode when the feed-through fitting arrived. The glass on the filter tank is also a bit thicker. This will only mean it will take a bit longer to get through with the drill bit. The hole will be on the tank's long side, which is why it needs to come forward a bit to be in the same line as the future IBC connectors. The final position of the filter tank will be determined next episode when the tanks are connected. To move the filter tank, the pipes need to be removed and the water needs to be pumped out to reduce weight and also reduce shear forces which could crack the tank. It's best to remove some of the standing filter pipes to get the pump to the bottom and get as much water out as possible. You can see a lot of solids in the tank. This is mostly humus from the composter model, but there is a certain smell to it. This will definitely improve once the system is cycling again. Ha, look closely. Here you can see a baby fish from last generation. This goldfish is tiny and did not change color yet. It passed through the pipe into the filter tank. I hope the barrier we installed last episode will prevent this from happening in the future, but we will see. If you are interested in the filter and want to learn how it works, I suggest you watch the video about the filter tank cleaning here, or via the link in the description. Please feel free to leave a comment if you have further questions. The water is out now. The canister which acted as additional sump tank needs to be removed before the tank can be moved forward. We will later reuse this canister probably for planting. It already has a drain which I need to build for the other canister I plan on using for planting as well. Okay, now the tank can be moved forward. It's still quite heavy, but the plastic board I used as cushion just moved with the tank. I don't mind really, the excess plastic needs to be trimmed. I just need to make sure it sits on the plastic cushions with all edges. The drilled hole will determine the water level. I will try to get this as close to the 500 liter mark. This height is enough to get the water over the first glass pane in the filter tank, which we had issues with the siphon fed overflow. With the tank in place and the easy access, we can now mark the place where the hole should go. Not too close to the side, so there's enough space to place the feed-through fitting. Let's clamp down the template and also the additional piece of wood from the inside. As additional wood, I just used some piece of scrap we had in our firewood bin. Even though this one clamp fixes the template quite good into place, I decided to use another clamp to further tighten the pieces into place. Again, I use some water as lubricant. The water will not stay as nicely in the template as in the trial and also in the video I watched to learn this procedure, because there the drilling was done vertically. Let's hope drilling horizontally will work just as good. The glass gets very hot, which is why you can see some steam coming out of the drilling hole while I paused to clean out the buildup of sand with some hot water. The sand is flushed out back to the drilling. While doing some research about drilling into glass, I came across a video from a guy who drilled over 40 tanks with this method, which made me confident enough to try it out myself, especially because we have all the tools needed already available here in this space. I will link this video in the video description as well. The hole turned out great. It did not take much longer than the trial drill, but the extra would really help with the outcome. The cutout is much more circle shaped. I'm quite glad that the filter tank did not crack, and the fitting fits nicely inside of the hole. We'll see if the ordered feed-through part will fit as well in the next episode when I assemble the pipes and finally connect the two IBCs to the filter tank. This concludes today's mission. Subscribe for the next episode and leave some feedback in the comments below. You could also check out this video.
Or if it's your birthday, maybe this one.
Hiedalle